Aloha, High Vibe Tribe. Aloha from PinkBella. Welcome back to my channel on social media. You might be on YouTube or Instagram or Telegram. Really grateful to be here. It is September 28th, and I've got some messages for us for this week, for this final week in September. Welcome, everyone. This is part 2 of Lightworkers, Light Warriors, Starseeds, our mission update, Twin Flames, Galactic Shaman, whatever you, healer, empath. This is part 2 and some more information with the light upgrades and grids. So welcome, everyone. Thank you for being here. I'm so grateful for all of you. So I've got some notes. Once again, I forgot my cards. So apparently they weren't supposed to be here, but I just wanted to share some insights, and I did write some messages down from Archangel Michael and the Councils of Light. As we're all needed now. So I've been sharing this for a few months now, but all hands on deck. If you feel like you're a light worker or light warrior, if you resonate with these messages, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, but also, sharing with other light workers so we can get as many souls as possible to help Gaia and to help the collective awaken to their majesty as we're all awakening. Okay, beautiful. Freedom and sovereignty codes are coming in, and this is causing chaos in many areas for sure. All right, so the key word for this week is integration and expansion. Our solar plexus and throat chakras are being balanced out, and the throat chakra is connected to Mercury, which has just gone retrograde. But our solar plexus as well, we're going through moving into another empowered level of our light, okay? The main messages that I came forward for the Starseed Lightworker Healer Empath Collective is that your 11th Starseed chakra is activated and bringing in more codes, including the 144,000 DNA code activation, which is the God, Goddess, Source, All That Is code that we all have, that others know that we have and would like to shut it down. So just know that that code is a very sacred code, and we all have it. And when you get to a certain point on your enlightenment, it's coming online. So for many of us, moving into the next level of work, it's online, okay? It means it's easier for us to connect to the universal love, God energy, goddess, whatever, divine creator, prime creator, whatever you like to call that energy, okay? The dragon that came in for us to work with is Archangel Michael's deep blue dragon at this time, okay? And that's the Blue Jays message. There were Blue Jays here earlier and squirrels. The Blue Jays message was messages for the blue rays that we brought in a very sacred blue frequency, and that's specific to our group. That's how we recognize each other, by that frequency, okay? For twin flames, the sacral chakra went through so much during the equinox, and I'm laughing because I know I felt it, and this balances out the third eye. So, and the key message was romance. So absolutely, you are worthy to have a divine romance, and you're to work with Kuan Yin's pink dragon to bring in that love and compassion and help balance things out for you, okay? For all of us, our cosmic heart and throat chakras are activated to higher frequency. The dragons that came in to work with all of us this coming week is the Atlantean golden dragon to bring in our wisdom from golden Atlantis, but also a message came through to share with you all that for some of you, including myself, we're still connected to that old Atlantean grid, and that's something that has to go. So I can assist you with that in personal sessions as well. The other dragon that came in is the royal gold and blue dragon to help us remember our majesty and to help us step into our power. So I am out at the lake, but as you can see, the weather has changed quite a bit, and I'm dressed up fairly warmly. We had a huge storm earlier, and I'm just grateful that I'm here recording with you all. Okay, so on that note, just before I get into the light grid upgrades and the messages for all of us, thank you for everyone who left questions. There is an opportunity for us to work as a group in an online class setting. So I brought online classes back. They're going to be starting first one for the 1010 Gateway in October, which is incredibly powerful. And there's some bundles on Early Bird today and tomorrow. 3-class package or 4-class package. They're video sessions. They're going to be recorded. You don't have to be there live. And we're going to go through Akashic records, the 12 chakras, balancing, transmissions, card pulls. We're also going to be getting into doing a light grid transmission and meditation as well. So you'll be able to walk away each class with a new tool to put in your toolkit and to help you as a light worker move forward, okay? These were sessions I was going to do in person before everything locked down in 2020, I was creating where we were going to meet at various vortexes and do meditations. So now we're going to do them online. And I'm very, very excited about that. And I still affirm that a bunch of us can get together. And I will be doing something here in Vancouver probably now in the spring, but we'll see how the weather goes and what I'm guided to do, okay? So that's on my website. And there's also one-on-one flash session, personal sessions with me as well, for the 1010 gateway or the 1111 gateway or any gateways in between. We're in the powerful Libra energy, and we've got retrogrades happening, and Saturn's going direct, and all sorts of things happening in October. So I am booking for the 1010 gateway now, okay? Let me just see. Okay, let's go on to the grids. So there is a specific grid. I will talk about it more next video, but it is a grid that has been around for a long time, and those are going to be the codes that I'm going to use for now. And because I like the numbers, I felt like the numbers were downloaded to the individuals that created this original grid. The grid is vertical and horizontal on the planet, but it also breaks down into pyramids, which makes total sense, okay? So a couple that they asked me to look at particularly were Australia, North America, and the Archangel Michael ley line, which goes from the top of England all the way down through Europe and then to the Giza pyramids. And there's going to be so much more. And when we're in classes together or a session, you can email me and let me know where you are, and I can look up the closest vortex and we can bring in information as well. Okay, tons going on in Australia. So one of the messages I was given was some of the areas of the planet have been specifically connected to certain galactic groups. That's kind of gone by the wayside, whereas the galactic teams can come in and go in and out wherever they need to. There are also, the old grid structures are collapsing, and you and I, again, either one-on-one or as a group, we're going to be lighting up and assisting, activating and bringing online the new grids, okay? So it's going to be very, very powerful as a group. I'm super excited about this. Yeah. So a couple of the grids, the points I was guided to look at was in Australia. I didn't look at Melbourne. I do know that Melbourne, I've lived in Melbourne, Victoria. I've lived in Perth, Fremantle. And I've traveled all around Australia. I've seen more of Australia than I have of Canada. But I do know there's so many lines intersected in Victoria and Melbourne, and I'm going to look at that probably in the first class for sure. Okay. So the numbers they gave me in Australia, the land of Oz is number 44, which goes through the center of Uluru, Ayers Rock, very powerful. And then that can go west to Western Australia, to Perth, Fremantle, and then out in the water, and that's number 43. And that portal goes all the way up to Africa and to Egypt. So it very much is connected, and it makes sense now, very much is connected to the original Andromedan grid. But again, the Andromedans, and I am originally from Andromeda, I actually have, as Starseeds, we're connected to many star systems, for sure. But the Andromedan system was the one that was brought to me 2 years ago, saying that was specifically the system I was from. And what I want to share with you is the last time I was in Greece working on the Atlantean portal and grids with other lightworkers, both this lightworker and myself noticed that there was a hotel called the Andromeda. We've been going to this island for years. We never noticed it. So it was just like the veil was removed and we saw it. Okay, so there's little bits of Andromeda and Sirius and Pleiadians and Arcturus, all Lyrans, all over Earth, which is beautiful. Okay, so that grid is very, very important. There's lots of light coming in. There's disruptive energies coming in the original 3D grid, which is why that's also causing chaos in and around so many things. It's blocking higher frequencies, but we're going to be doing some work to raise the frequencies as well and bring in more light for the new grids, okay? Okay, let me just go on to the Archangel Michael ley line grid is a super important grid as well, because many of you, including myself, have lived lifetimes in and around this ley line. So it's number 11. It starts before the top of England, but it goes through England, Scotland, Ireland, down through the Glastonbury Tor, down through Stonehenge, and then it heads over to France and Italy, and you can see the pattern of everything that's happening right now, and it goes through Spain and all the Mediterranean countries, and then down to Egypt and the Giza portal, which is a number 1. So that's an 11, a 1, a 111. Even if we're not there, it feels incredibly powerful, and we feel it when we go through an equinox, a solstice, and eclipse. It's like everything comes online. And I've physically been there. In 2018, I was there through the 1010 portal, and I absolutely knew when the ley lines lit up. So they are real, and we can feel them, and we can absolutely get thrown off balance by the energy coming from the grids. Okay. Plus, if we know that people are tampering with them, that's going to cause some problems too. But that's why we're going to work on bringing the new grid system online. All right. It's going to be it's of a higher frequency. It's the new Earth grids. And someone might say, well, they're already online. They are, hypothetically, but what I've been given by the Councils of Light is that if we work together as a team and we really send light to the new grids, it's just going to bring them like up to a higher frequency. It's going to be amazing. Okay. The third grid system they wanted me to talk about was I'm going to be working on the new Lemurian Rising grid, and with some of you, and I'm going to be bringing in more information about the new Lemuria. And through that process, we'll make sure that we're no longer connected to the old Lemurian grid and the old Atlantean grid. That's going to be, one of the grids is in the Pacific Northwest and goes down through United States. That's number 8. Then we have another ley line around Mount Shasta and Sedona, number 17. And then it goes through Hawaii and the portal in the Pacific, and number 16, and then it heads over to Australia, number 44. So that's going to be part of the new Lemurian activation as well. And I think that that's it. It's just what the Andromedans wanted me to share with you all is just that they're here, and that it's not as important that they come through the old grid system. The way it's more flexible now, that all the star councils are going to be able to come through whatever grids they need to, and vice versa. Okay, yay! All right, I'm so happy to be here with you all. If this resonates with you, please give it a thumbs up, and I look forward to connecting with you soon. Again, if you'd like to book a one-on-one or come to one of the classes, please do. I'm very excited to connect with all of you. We're sharing and creating the new Earth together. Love and aloha from PinkBella. Bye.